Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Abdul.
Okay. So let's cover analytical functions today. So the first two analytical functions which we are going to cover today is rank and dense rank. Okay, very important interview question. This is the top. This is among the top 5 interview questions in SQL. Okay, so okay, so okay, so I'm going to rename this. Can everybody go on mute, please? I hear some disturbance on the call. There's some background sounds. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself. So we are going to cover analytical functions. The first one is rank, and the second one is dense rank. Okay, you first need to know the differences between rank and dense rank and how they can be used. Okay, first I'll show you the difference between rank and dense rank. Okay, suppose I have an employee table. Okay, it has data like this: employee ID, name, department ID, and salary. Okay. I have data like this: 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just keep it 5. Abdul, Sam, Tom, Atik, and then Yasin. Okay, and their department, they all belong to department ID 10. 10. No, 2 of them belong to 4 of them belong to department ID 10, and 1 belongs to department ID 20. And the salary is 7,000. Okay, 6,000, 6,000, 9,000, and then 5,000, something like that. Okay, is this table clear to everyone? I have a table, employee table. I have their employee information, and I have their salaries. Okay, now this is important. Now I want to find out the rank of each employee based on their salary. I want to find out the rank of each employee based on their salary. So when I write my query, I want to see data like this. When I write my select statement, I want to see data like this. I want to see a brand new column called rank. Okay, and the person earning the highest salary should be on the top, and the person earning the lowest salary should be on the bottom. You can do the opposite, but let's do highest salary on the top and lowest salary on the bottom in each department. So this is what I want to see. Okay, and two, and this will be 4. Okay, is this clear to everyone?
Yes.
Nothing there, nothing is there to even go over it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is rank, this is dense rank. Very important interview question. What's the difference here? This is the only difference. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 Okay, so if two people have the same value, if you are doing a rank on salary and two people have the same salary, in rank, you will not get the next value. You will skip one. Whereas in dense rank, you will not skip any values. In rank, you will skip values. In dense rank, you will never skip values. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Suppose I have another employee here. Okay.
What is the purpose of that? I understand why it skips it, but where we
So
can
we
use
want
it.
to find out, so we have a requirement where we want to find out the rank of each person in the department based on their salary. So I want to find out who's earning the highest salary and I want to assign a rank to them.
Right,
Let's
but,
see.
but this skipping the number.
Yes. Oh, this one. Okay. So sometimes you have a requirement if two people are earning the same salary, you don't want the next value assigned to the next salary. You want it plus one. Okay. And these are the two ways of doing ranks. One
Okay.
is you will get continuous values in dense rank, and in rank you will not, there are chances you will skip values. Okay, for example, if I have this here, I will have this here, and if I write my query, what will happen?
In the third rank will be 6,000. Yes.
So over here, and what will be the rank here?
It's 2.
Okay,
2.
then what will be Abdul's rank?
5.
It should be 4 or 5.
Don't
Yes.
say 4 or 5. You cannot answer like that. It's either 4 or 5. Okay, it is going to be 5 because 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So how many ever values you're skipping in between, the next value will be assigned to the next row. Okay, over here no
Okay.
changes. Okay, over here no changes. Over here you will not skip any values in dense rank.
I have a question.
Yeah,
So number 5. So the rank number, the 5th. How come the 6th one is number 1?
because it's a different department.
Okay.
I want the rank of people earning salaries in each department.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I don't have to do each department. I can just do for the entire company. Then I will have data like this. Okay, this is per department. In each department, I want to find out the salary. You can also find out the salary in the entire company. Then this one will get rank 1, and this one will get rank 2, and this one will get 3, 3, 3, and this one will be 6, right? If I'm doing it for the entire company. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
This is rank. And dense rank will be like this. Dense rank will be 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, and 4. Rank will be like this, dense rank will be like this. Okay, so these are two important analytical functions. We are going to cover one more. Actually, we are going to cover, hold on one second. We are going to cover rank, dense rank, and yeah, we are going to cover one more. Okay. So is this clear how rank and dense rank is calculated?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So these functions can be used as aggregate functions or analytical functions. Okay. Rank and dense rank can be used as an aggregate function or an
Analytical.
analytical function. There are two different ways you can use it. Okay, even dense rank can be used as an aggregate or as an analytical function. Let's look at aggregate function first. Okay, let's look at aggregate function. What I showed you just now is analytical function. Okay, this SQL statement can also be used as aggregate function. Okay, so how do we use so you guys understood the analytical, how rank and dense rank can be used as analytical function, right? You can find out the rank in the entire company or in the entire department based on their salary, right? Now there is another feature for this. You can use this as an aggregate function. How can you use this as an aggregate function? Suppose this is the data in the company. Okay, I want to find out where do I stand, where does my salary stand in the company, like am I the highest, am I the lowest? Okay, then you can use this as an aggregate function. Is that clear?
Okay.
So analytical function means it will give you analytical, when you use rank and dense rank, it will give you a rank for the entire company. When you use rank or dense rank as an aggregate function, it will tell you where you stand in the company, where your salary stands in the company. Like, are you the first or the highest salary or the second highest or the third highest? Okay, let's start with these queries. Okay, you don't have to remember the queries, you don't have to remember the syntax. Okay, you can just, so I said, can everybody go on mute, please? So 24,000 is the highest salary in the company. So I joined this company and I was told you're getting salary 24,000. I want to know where 24,000 ranks in the company. So if I execute this, I will get rank 1. I will get rank 1. That means the salary you're getting is the highest in the company. Suppose if I want to see what does 17,000, if I'm getting salary 17,000, where do I stand in the company? So when you use rank and dense rank as an aggregate function, it will return just single value here. So when I earn salary 17,000, my rank is going to be second. Is that clear? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So the highest salary in the company is 24,000. Second highest salary is 17,000. Suppose I'm getting so I just joined the company and they said you'll be paid 25,000. So if I execute this, what will be the value I see here? I don't know what is there to think about this. Highest salary is 24,000 in the company. I joined.
You should be number 1.
So you'll see number 1. Suppose I'm joining this company now and I'm getting salary 18,000. So highest salary is 24,000 and I will be getting salary 18,000. So if I put 18,000 here, what do I see?
2.
I will see 2 here. Okay. So when you use rank or dense rank as an aggregate function, it will tell you where that value stands in the table. Okay. Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's see here. So if I enter 14,000 here, what is the value I will get?
Maybe
You
3.
will get
Don't
3.
use the word maybe. If you don't know, don't answer. But don't use in interview. Don't say maybe, I think. No, give the right answer or say you don't know.
So
Okay,
that would be 4.
that is correct. You will see the value 4 here. But if I put 14,000 here, what will I see? Over here you said 4. And if I put 14,000, what is the value I will see?
It's the same one, right?
No, it will not be the same one. It will be.
Wait, within a group order, yours is both of them are rank.
Oh, wait, sorry.
It's not dense rank. Dense rank would have been 3.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. So let's execute this one. Okay, let's execute this one. And you will see value 4. And if you execute this one, you will see value 3 because dense rank. Oh, wait. One will give value 4, one will give value 3 for the same salary. Why? Because one is doing rank, the other one is doing dense rank. Is that clear?
Yes.
Let me post this in the group. Try it out. So this is what you type in: select rank 14,000 within group order by salary DESC. You don't have to remember the exact syntax. Even I don't remember the exact syntax. Okay, but you should know the difference between rank and dense rank, and how it can be used in an aggregate function and how it can be used as an analytical function. That's the concept here right now. The concept is not to write this query. The concept is to understand today's class what is the difference between rank and dense rank, and what is the difference between rank and dense rank, and how can it be used as an aggregate function, and how it can be used in an analytical function. Right now I just showed you how it can be used as an aggregate function. Okay, when you use it as an aggregate function, it will tell you where the value you're passing this value, right, where it stands in the table. So you will type in select rank within group ordered by salary DESC from HR employees. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
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 Okay, so now let's move on and see how it can work as an, please execute those queries I gave you. And next we can see how it can work as an analytical function. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. Once again, if you don't remember the exact syntax, it's okay. Okay, all you need to do is learn the difference between rank and dense rank, and how it can be used, when to use as an aggregate function and when to use as an analytical function. That's the entire purpose of what I'm showing here. Not to show that you should be writing this by yourself. If you can write this by yourself, good, but you don't need to. Okay, now I want to find out. So once again, I want to find out the rank of each person based on their salary in their department. Okay, so this is how I can do it. So I will say department ID, select department ID comma salary rank, and then brackets over partition by department ID. This is optional. What can someone tell me what happens if I remove this?
You will get the rank in the entire
Very good.
organization.
Very good. So this is optional. If I remove this, I will get it. So it will treat the entire table as one department and it will give you the ranks. But if I put partition by department ID, it will split this table into each department becomes like a semi table, like a smaller table inside that bigger table.
Like
Okay.
group by, right?
Yeah, kind of like a group by, kind of like, so people who attended, yeah, kind of like group by when you do aggregate function. So, okay. So select department ID, salary, rank, and this is optional. Okay. Over partition by department ID, order by salary. Okay. Oh, actually this should be order by salary DESC, because you see in department ID 20, there are 3 people. The person earning department ID 20, there are 2 people. Person earning the lowest salary is getting rank 1. So you should do order by salary DESC. Okay, now see department ID 10, salary 4400 is the highest salary because there is only one person in department ID 10. In department ID 20, there are 2 people, 13,000. So this counter gets reset. Now for the brand new department, it will start with 1 again. Now in department ID 30, person earning the highest salary is 11,000, then 31, then 3,100, then 2,900, 2,800, 2,600, 2,500. Is that clear? I am getting the salary of each person in their department. Is this clear?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you something here. Look at this. In department ID 50, see in department ID 50, wait, let me go up a little bit. See department ID 50, highest salary is 8,200, 8,000, 7,900, 6,500, 5,800, 4,200, 4,100, 4,000. Now see here, it gets interesting here. Look at this. 2 people earning 3,300. Now the next person will not get 16. Instead, that person will get 17 because 15 took up 2 spots. Clear? And then look at the next one. You have 17, 17, 17, 17. 4 people earning the same salary. 4 people earning the same salary. The next one will be assigned. So 17, 18, 19, 20, and this one will be assigned 21. Is that clear?
Yep.
Rank will skip ranks. Dense rank will not skip ranks. Simple. Rank will skip ranks if there are similar values. Dense rank will not skip rank. So now let's execute the same thing. Or I can just simply say where department underscore ID equals 50. Okay. See, let's see what happens here.
You want to do a descending order?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll get the person earning the lowest salary as rank 1. Okay. Now, over C here, we are not skipping any ranks. Even though 2 people are earning the same salary, the next rank will be 12. Now you'll see 4 people earning the same salary here. 4 people earning the same salary, and you're getting the next rank. In dense rank, you do not skip ranks. In rank, you will skip ranks if there are similar values. Clear?
Yep.
So once again, rank and dense rank are analytical. They can be used as either an analytical function or an aggregate function. When you use rank and dense rank as an aggregate function, it will tell you where the value you're passing stands in the table. It will only return one value, and it will tell you either you're the highest salary or the second or the third or the fourth. But in analytical function, it will give you the entire ranks, okay, entire rank in the organization. Now, this one will give me the rank of each employee based on their salary in their department, right? What happens if I remove this one? Like somebody just answered, sorry. Like somebody just answered It will give it in the entire organization now. See, now it is going to give an entire organization now. Clear?
Yep.
So this part is optional. But if you put this part, it will treat each department as one separate entity inside this. So this is how you write your query. Select department ID, comma salary, comma rank, brackets, over, partition by department ID, which is optional, order by salary, DESE as rank from HR.employees. Is this clear? I know I'm asking a lot of times, but this is very important. They ask this question in every interview. Atik, are you there on the call?
Yes, Atul, I am here.
How many times did they ask you this?
Oh yeah, almost everyone. Yeah,
Almost every interview they'll ask.
every interview they ask.
Irfan, how many times did they ask you this? Rank and dense rank?
Most of the time they ask me.
Yeah. So you need to know this
Oh.
rank and dense rank. Very important. Is that clear? So let's move on to the next one. Did I send you the queries, these queries?
No, not this one.
No, oh yeah, I did not send this one. Okay, please save these queries, okay? Salary, ESC. Okay, now we are going to learn about nth value. Okay, I want to find out the person earning the second highest salary in the company. Select star from HR.employees, order by salary, DESC. The second highest salary in the company is 17,000, right? The second highest salary in the company is 17,000. Okay, so I don't want to write a query and then scroll down and see which is the second highest salary or the third highest salary. So you can simply do it by writing a query for nth value. Okay, so select distinct department ID nth value. This is another analytical function, nth value, rank, dense rank, and nth value. So you can say salary comma 2. Salary comma 2 means it will give you the second rank of the salary. Sorry, it will give you the second highest salary. If you say salary comma 2, nth value salary comma over partition by department ID, order by salary, DESC. Okay, why am I doing partition by department ID? This will give, okay. So what will this give me? Can somebody answer? If I execute this query, what will I get?
You get the second highest salary in the particular department.
In each department. If I
Each
execute this query, I will get the second highest salary in each department.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting the second highest salary in each department. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. How do I know that is right? Say in department ID 90, there are 3 employees and the second highest salary is 17,000. Okay, let me make sure. In department ID 90, second highest salary is 17,000. That is correct. Now let's test my query with some other data. In department ID 60, the second highest salary is 6,000. In department ID 60, second highest salary is 6,000. Okay. What if a department has only 1 employee and I'm trying to find out the second highest salary in that department? Can someone tell me what it will show? If a department has only 1 employee and in that department I'm trying to find out the second highest salary.
Would it show null?
It will show null. That is right. Okay. If a department has only one employee, for example, department ID 10 has only one employee. So department ID 10 has only one employee, right? Department ID 10 has only one employee. So in that case, for department ID is 10, it is showing null. Wherever it is showing null, that means it has only one employee there. Okay, is that clear? So if I want to find out the third highest salary, I'll say nth value salary comma 3, and then over partition by department ID and execute this query. So this will give me the third highest salary. Actually, let me rename this. So I'm still showing second highest salary. I will say third highest salary. So this will give me the third highest salary in each department. Is that clear? Okay. Now I want to see the third highest salary in each department. This is the query I'll execute. If I want to see the third highest salary in the company, in the organization, what should I do here?
Remove partition by department ID.
Partition by department ID. Otherwise, it will consider each department as a separate entity. Okay. Oh, sorry, I don't need distinct department ID. Okay. So this will give me the third highest salary in the table. This will give me the third highest salary in the table. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
And if I want to find out the fourth highest salary in the entire table, I'll just replace 3 with 4, and I'll give a different alias here and execute this. This will give me 14,000. This is the fourth highest salary in the table. Okay. So 14,000 is the fourth highest salary in the table. Okay. When I do nth value, will it return rank or dense rank?
It returns dense rank.
No, it will not return dense rank.
Why?
It will not return dense rank. It will return rank.
Oh, because it's a single value? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now when I execute, this is 14,000 is rank, right? If you assign value 4 to this is rank, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 and 4, right? So right now you're getting value 4, sorry, my mistake. It doesn't display rank or dense rank. It will just give values in. So this will be assigned value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Okay. So just ignore what I just said. It will just assign values. So if I want to find out the fourth highest salary all in the entire table, I will just say select distinct nth value salary comma 4. This is the important thing, and over order by salary DESC range between unbounded preceding and unbounded following. You don't have to remember all of this. If somebody is asking you, how do you find out the fourth highest salary in each department? You just have to say nth value. You just have to say nth value. Somebody says, if you want to find out the second highest salary in each department, you say nth value. Is that clear? So all of that is here on Tech on the Net. So if you go here, this one. So you have rank, which is important. You have rank, then you have dense rank, and then you have nth value. Okay, please go through first value and last value. It's the same as nth value only. Okay, just go through first value and last value. Okay, I don't want to show that in class. Just go through this first value and last value. It does the same thing, except that it will give you the first value. It will give you the highest salary in each department. You can already do it with the help of other queries, but this made specific for first value and last value also. Okay, so in these ones, these are important. This is the most important, and this is the most important. And then you also have what I just showed you, nth value, and then first value, and then last value. If you want to find out the last value, you can use this. If you want to find out the first value, you can use this. And nth value, any value, you can use this. If you know nth value, you can do this one and this one, but go through first value and last value as well. Okay. Then I will show this one, list ag, right now. So is nth value clear?
So Abdul, for the first value, if you're looking for the first value, would be basically the lowest to highest, right? If that is the case,
Highest to lowest.
is it highest to lowest?
Yeah.
Okay, then DESC will do with the nth value. And
Yeah.
if I wanted to do the last value, I just remove the DESC.
Yeah,
I could
that's
use
what I
that.
said. With nth value, you can do both.
Both. Okay.
Highest and first value and last value. You can do that, but they specifically made this for the table. You don't. So you don't have to say one. You don't have to say ascending or descending. Over here itself, in the query itself, you will get first value. Okay.
Okay.
Go through that. You'll understand. Okay.
Right. Right.
So if you know nth value, you can do first and last value. You don't need to know nth and n value, nth and first value, but it's good to know that. If you know this, this will do the job of both of them. Okay. So yeah, that's a good point. Now I want to cover this. Do you see all these names here? Stephen, Nina, Lex, Alexander, Bruce, David. You see all those all those names here, right?
Yes.
I don't want to see them in different rows. I want to see them, all of them, in one single column. You can use list ag. Okay, you can use list ag for that. So you will say select list tagged first name, comma, and separated by what? Within group order by first name. Okay, and execute this. See, you will see every single name in one line. See, you're just playing around with data here. You're just manipulating data here. Is that clear?
Okay.
Can someone tell me where is this useful? Can someone tell me where is this useful?
No idea.
No. Give it a try. There is a reason I did select star on this.
Just imply names on
HR
What
department.
is a practical use for this?
To the HR. To the HR.
If you wanted to do row level,
Promotion.
from to column to row level, or
Okay. So let me put this. Select email. Okay, and email pipes. If you want to send if you want to send bulk emails, okay, if you want to send bulk emails, see what happens. So I have people's email addresses here, right? See, I got everybody's email, so I can simply copy this, open this. Where is my Gmail? Hello.
yeah, you could do that. Send all at once.
Yeah, send all at once. I'll do a compose. See, I can send an email to all of these people in one shot. Clear? Guys, start thinking
yes.
outside the box. Okay, just don't immediately give up. No, you have to put in some effort. Okay, so this one, see, I have emails here, right? I can, so if I have to send emails like this, I'll have to copy this, put it in the email, then copy this, put it in an email. So what I did was I just said list ag email, and I concatenated @gmail.com, and I say separated by, so comma, and then if you whatever you put here, it will separate it out with this value. Okay, if I put comma here, it will separate each email with a comma. See, it will separate each email with a comma. Okay, whatever you put, it will separate it out with that. Okay, suppose you're running a campaign and you want to send out a bulk email to hundreds of people saying that I'm starting a Informatica batch, would you like to join? Okay, so this is how, so look at these companies, how they send out job emails. See, do you think this person sent out a job email just to me? No, right? This person sent out a job email to thousands of people. This person sent out an email to thousands of people. So they will have a program which will do something like this. Is that clear?
So you wrote Gmail only. If there are multiple emails, what to do?
What was that?
Like Gmail, Yahoo, and other things.
So yeah, so in that case, so in this case, I'm just assuming everybody has Gmail, but email would be @yahoo.com, @gmail.com, @hotmail.com. It will be here. It should be here, present here. In that case, you don't have to write @gmail.com. In that case, you will just do this. In that case, you'll just do this, and you will have your emails.
Okay.
Okay, right now the emails are just the names there. I don't know why, but emails should have had the domain name. Okay.
And if you wanted to keep them, since they're uppercase, lowercase, then just use a lower at email.
Yeah, you can just, the email doesn't matter if it goes in uppercase or lowercase, but yeah, you can play around with that data here.
Right.
Just say lower. Okay, you can just say lower and execute this. It converts everything. If you want to say init cap, that means the first one is uppercase and everything else is lowercase. Then you can say init cap. So first one will be uppercase, everything will be lowercase, right? Then you can say pipe @yahoo.com, and here I'm saying separated by a semicolon. That's what you'll get. Clear? So list tag, what does list tag do? It will convert columns. It will convert multiple rows into one single column and separate it by something. So all these emails are in 107 different rows. I'm converting it into one single row, and in that one single row, each value is separated by a semicolon. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
What am I missing here? Select testing where this is done. Like wildcards in between aliases, joins.
I think it's trigger.
Yes, trigger is there. Okay, I'll have to show you triggers, and then I will have to show you.
Store procedure.
Yes, I'll have to show you triggers. I'll have to show you one. I will not go into a lot of details for stored procedure. I'll just give you some background. Trigger, stored procedure, and one more topic. What was that topic? Oh, SQL loader. Okay. SQL. So 3 topics. I'm just thinking if I have anything missing. Okay. Once we are done, you guys can go through this quiz. Okay. Do I have to cover triggers, SQL loader, and what else did you say? Yeah,
Store procedure.
stored procedures, right? Okay. Yeah, we covered this yesterday, right? And okay, so let's look at triggers. Let's do triggers and then we'll take a break. Okay, then after that we'll come back and do stored procedure and SQL loader. Okay, so this is clear, right? Let me send you let me keep it simple.
Abdul, is there any the list tag that you're doing? Like, what do you basically would be a useful apart from the email? I know email is great.
If you have a requirement where, okay, at my company I work at a university. Okay, I work at a university. So let me show you this where I'm using list tag. Okay. I work at a university, okay, and I work with employee data only. I work with HR data only. So I receive data like this: employee name, department employee name, and we have something called as an affiliation. I have a table called as an affiliation. Okay. So affiliation means how is this person affiliated to the university? So employee ID name Abdul, and this person is, oh sorry, we have campus ID, we don't have employee ID, we have campus ID. So I have campus ID 1 name Abdul, and this person is affiliated to the university as an employee. I have campus ID 1 name Abdul, and this person is affiliated to the university as a student. So a student can be an employee, right? So this person is affiliated to the student as an this person is affiliated to the university as a student. Now I get this data. Now I have to load this data into a table where this column has to be, so this is how I have to load data into a table. Okay, 1 Abdul, and then employee pipe student. I have to store data like this. Why? Because we have an application which cannot take more than one row for a person. Okay, we have an application which we use on campus, which can only take one row for each campus ID, So will I take
You don't want any redundant data, basically.
Yeah, so which one will you take, employee or student? We'll have to take both, right? So this is duplicate, so we take care of that here. But this one, what we do is we do a list tag, and then we we separate it by a pipe. In that example we did separate it by a comma and then a semicolon. But over here we do a pipe. So now we have an application which takes this data, which displays this data. We have like a directory. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about this. There is a tool called LDAP. Okay, there's a tool called LDAP. It's a light directory access protocol. That application uses this data, and it cannot, if it sees more than one row for an employee for a person, it will error out. It will say incorrect value or something. So that application was built to take only one row for a person. Then we have something like this: campus ID 2 Sam employee, and then we have campus ID 2 Sam, and then we have we have something called as a guest worker. So if a person is working, or academic, if a person is working as an employee in IT department as well as teaching a course at the university, So this person is affiliated as an employee as well as an academic, right? So then we would see data like this: to Sam, and then employee type academic. Is that clear? And then we have an application which sits on top of this data to display data, one row for each person.
Okay, got it.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's do triggers and then we'll take a break. Once again, same concept. Okay, I have an employee table. In this one, I have employee name, department ID, and salary. I have one Abdul, 10, salary 1000. This is slightly complicated, so please pay attention here. I have a table like this, and people will get paid based on this table, right? Whatever salary you have, you get your payroll will run based on this salary. Now, I don't like this person. I had a fight with this person. I will go in this table and change this person's salary to 800. Okay, because I have update access to the database, I can go in and write an update statement and change this to 800, right? Is that a good thing? No, right? This is a sensitive column, right? This is a sensitive column. You cannot change anybody's salary like that. So they will still give you update access to the table, but they will put a trigger on this column. What does trigger mean? The moment somebody makes a change on this, column, it will get recorded. It will trigger a message. It will trigger a message saying that salary was updated by this person on this date. The old value was 1000 and the new value is 800. So it is used for audit purposes. Is that clear? Triggers are used for audit purposes. If a sensitive column is updated, then it will trigger a message. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes, Abdul.
Yes.
Okay. So once again, what is a trigger? Triggers are used on sensitive columns. If a value is changed in a trigger, if a value is changed on a column which has a trigger, it will display a message saying that this value was changed by this person on this date. The old value was this and the new value was this. Okay, let's do it now. Then we'll take a break. Okay, let's create a table. Let me get rid of. Did I send this list tag?
No.
Okay, let me send it first. Okay, please save all of this and you can later practice it, or you can even run it now. So let me create a table. Create table emp underscore 3 underscore 1. Emp ID number, and then emp ID emp name varchar 215, and then department ID number, table is created. Do select star from this table. This table will be empty. Right? This table will be empty because there is no data in this. Now I will insert some data into this table. Insert into table
Values.
values. Then I'll enter 1. I'm putting this in single quotes because it's a varchar field. I explained this previously, so you can just go through the other. Whenever you insert, update, or delete, perform any DML operations, you have to do a commit. Okay, I'm missing the. Oh, I wrote values. Okay, now do select star on this table. Why am I seeing a red line here? Because I did not end this with a semicolon. So that red line is always make it a practice of ending every single SQL statement with a semicolon. Okay, this is done, right? This is done. Now, when I update this salary from 10,000 to 1,000 to 2,000 or 800, it will not give me a message. See, update table set salary equals 800 where emp id equals 1. Always make sure whenever you write an update or delete statement, you use a where statement. Otherwise, the entire table will get updated or deleted. Right now, I don't have to write a where statement because I only have one row. See, I don't see the message saying that person's salary got changed by this person on this date. The old salary was this, new salary was this. And I don't see all of that message, right? Because I don't have a trigger on that column, correct? So let me create a trigger. Okay, so let me create a trigger. So this is the syntax to create a trigger. So I will have to write create or replace trigger and then give it a name. Trigger names are usually starts with tr. See, whenever you're creating a primary key, it should start with pk. Whenever you're creating a unique key, it should start with uk. Whenever you're creating a not null constraint, it should start with n. You can give it anything, abc, xyz, whatever you want to give, you can give it. But this is good practice. Not null, primary key, unique, not null, check constraint, and default constraint. And whenever you're creating an index, give it a name starting with idx. Whenever you're creating index, and what else do we have?
Foreign key.
Huh?
Foreign key.
Yeah, foreign key will be fk. Very good. What else do we have? Indexes, constraints, sequences, seq, whatever we covered yesterday, seq. What else do we have? Triggers,
So wait, do we
materialize.
do VW for view? Or
No, there is nothing for a view. It's like a table, right? Table can have any name, view can have any name. Okay, so I'm going to say create or replace trigger tr underscore and give it any name. I'm creating a trigger on which column? Salary. On which table? emp underscore 3 underscore 1. Okay, your whatever company you work for, they will have a proper syntax for all the naming. Okay, you don't have to come up with your own creative names. You don't have to come up with your own creative names. Okay, they will have otherwise people will start naming it weird things. So that's the reason every company will have a naming convention for their tables, indexes. Okay, so create or replace trigger. Okay, create or replace trigger on hold on 1 second. I don't remember the syntax. Create or replace trigger name on sorry 1 second here. create or replace trigger. Okay, you have to say after update, after update of salary on which table. After, so create or replace trigger name after update of which column, after update of salary column on which table, on this table, on this table, and then say begin, and then say begin and say dbms underscore output, dbms underscore output, and put underscore, oh, where is it, dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, and then we will say then you can say salary was updated. Okay, so right now we are only going to put this value, we are going to build on that. dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, salary was updated.
You need to end it.
Yeah, you need to end it. Okay, so create or replace, give it any name, after update of which column, salary column on which table, this table, and then you'll say begin dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, salary was updated. Clear? And then we will execute this. Okay, it says trigger got compiled. Okay, it says trigger got compiled. Imp underscore 3 underscore 1. So if you double click on this table and if you go to triggers, you should know all of these. So it says trigger got created, and what on what operation after an update. You can also create a trigger for delete also. If somebody is trying to delete a row from this table, it will trigger a message. Okay, then set server out. You have to do this one time. Okay, let's do select star on this table. So I will write an update statement, update table set salary equals 700, where emp id equals 1. See, why did it not? One row updated, no. Okay, now when I do a commit, should display this message, salary was. Let me recompile the trigger. Okay, now I will say 600. Update table set salary. Okay, it should display this message. Did that thing execute? Set server. No, there's something. Give me 1 second, okay? Update this table. Set salary equals 5,000 where empid equals 1. It should display a message saying,
If you on the syntax, if you remove off, will it, or is it doesn't matter?
where over here.
Yeah. Update.
Oh, wait. Create or replace trigger. Yeah, this is incorrect. Create or replace trigger name. For each row, you have to say for each row. Okay. And no. What? There is, yeah, for each row, create or replace trigger. Begin. Still not displaying, right? Let me.
Carlos, can you go to that view? There's an option there for DBMS output on the menu. I was just looking something up. Don't know if that's...
Oh, views.
Yeah, no. On the menu bar, there is a view, and then the DBMS output there below. Yeah. Somebody is putting something on Stack Exchange. I was just trying to look.
So Abdul, if you remove from the create syntax, if you remove off salary, both.
This one?
Yeah.
No, this has to be there. You have to tell which column it needs to get updated on, right? One second, let me quickly check, okay? For each row, begin if. Create trigger name before update. Trigger name after update.
Since you're saying each row, will it apply to every single row or just?
Yeah. Begin DBMS underscore. Salary was updated. No, there is something wrong here. Okay, let me check my previous triggers which I created. So all the triggers you have here, it's after update of salary on for each row. No, this is the second one I want to show you. Atik, do you have from the previous? Atik, are you there on the call?
Yeah. I was checking that, but there are so many of this, so I'm going through one by one. Check. If I find, I will let you know.
Yeah, I think I should have emailed the answers.
Yeah. I'm checking right now.
Okay, this is what I have. Create or replace trigger name after update of for each row begin.
Can you check this example? I just found something.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing like this only, right? Create or replace trigger, trigger name before insert or update or delete. And then give me a case when inserting. Okay, this one works. I'm going to just take this one. 1 second. Yeah, create or replace trigger. Which table did I create this on? mprac. Okay, let me try this out. Select star from this table. Table or view does not exist. Okay, so what did I do here? Create or replace trigger after update of department ID for each row. Okay, let me try this out. And then I'll just call it as m_sal after update of department ID.
So is it a DBMS output is a echo command?
Yeah, it just displays on the screen.
Display. Okay.
Yeah.
But before displaying, do you? Okay.
DBMS_output for. I will just say salary updated. Oh, for salary. Okay, it says trigger got compiled. And let me do select star on this. Let me update salary, update this table. Set salary equals 200. And let me also do the set server out.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, I already executed this. This is just a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me update this. Let me clear out this. Oh, not updated, update. No, it's not displaying that message. Something is wrong with how, I think this is not executing. Set server out on.
I found Abdul Bhai something like that.
Okay, is it working on your screen?
It's not working, but it's. Do you mention the salary here?
Yeah.
I think I saw just the column name. Oh yeah, you have to.
No, you have to mention the column and which table also
Yes.
for each row.
Yes. Begin. And then
Apart, Abdul Bhai, apart from the begin, in begin, I mean, apart from the displaying, do you not need to write down the column that you are declaring, or
column I'm declaring?
like the on salary column? What do you want it to do?
Yeah, I'm saying do this for every time salary gets updated. Display this message: salary is updated.
So it will basically allow that person to update, but it will you're
Yeah.
just wanted to receive a message. That's
Yeah.
it, right? Okay.
yeah, the syntax is good.
The syntax is good, right? Are you, when you update something on your table, is it getting, when you update something on your table, are you receiving that error message? Are you receiving that message saying that salary is getting updated?
Yes.
Can
But
you,
I don't know why it's the same. I have the same situation.
did you execute set server out on?
No.
So how will you display it then? It will not display them. First execute that set server out on. Should it be before update?
No, it should be after update. Yeah, it should be after update, not before.
Why is it not displaying? Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay, let me execute this. Set server out on. Okay, see salary. Oh, okay. I'm not supposed to have a semicolon. See, now I'm seeing salary updated, salary updated, salary updated. Is that clear? Okay, you're not supposed to have this semicolon on. See, that one semicolon is making so much change. Okay, sorry guys. Let's do this quick. Okay, and then we'll take a break. Okay, you're not supposed to have a semicolon on. That is weird. Okay, let me clear out this. See, all the pending updated messages are displaying now. Okay, see what happens when I execute this. Okay, let me recompile the trigger. See what happens when I update this. Why? It just worked, right? Set server output on, and I execute this. See, I'm seeing salary updated, salary was updated. I'm seeing those messages. Okay, I think this has to be part of the query. No. Am I updating the right table? Set salary. Okay, let's take a 10-minute break. Let me look into this and I'll get back to you, okay? Let's take a 10-minute break and then we'll be back.
Yes, sure.
We'll do triggers. We'll finish off triggers. We'll finish off the SQL loader, and that should be it. Okay. Let's take a 10-minute break.
Sure.
And
Yes.
ID is a number. And then I have emp name. I have varchar 215, and then I have salary. Okay. And in this table, I will insert a record. Insert into emp 3,3 values 1, Abdul, 10. I'm going to create a table, insert a record, and do a commit in one shot. Okay, so when I do select star from emp_3_3, oh sorry, I will see one row which I just inserted. Right now, I'm going to create a trigger on this salary column. So how will I do it? Create or okay. So I'm going to create another table. Okay, I'm going to create another table. So I created this table. I inserted some data into this. Oh wait, why did I enter salary 10? Let me get a proper salary update. emp_3_3 set salary equals 1000. Set salary equals to 1000. Okay, this makes more sense. Okay, let me do select star from emp_3_3 and execute it. Okay, now I'm going to create an audit table. Okay, so I'm going to create an audit table, create table emp_audit. In this one, I will have old, oh, sorry, I will have emp ID. I will have emp ID. I will have old emp ID, and then I will have this as number. The next second column will be old_salary, and this will be number. And then I will have new_salary, and this will be number. And then I will have a column which says updated by, so who updated it. So all of that I want to track, varchar 215, and then update time. Or I'll just say last updated, what time it was updated, and this will be date time. Okay. Okay, there is nothing called as date time. Okay, table got created. Now my requirement here is when anybody changes this person's salary, that information should get logged into this table. Okay, I should have employee ID, old salary, new salary, updated by, and what time it was updated. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is the requirement clear? So whenever, so the thing which I was trying to show you, it will only display information on the screen. Nobody uses that in real time. This is what we use in real time. Anytime somebody's information gets updated on a table, that information should get logged here. It should say employee ID 1, old salary 1000, new salary 800, updated by the name, and last updated at what time. Is that clear? And we will remove update access for everybody on this table. Otherwise, people will update the information here and go and delete who updated it, right? So nobody will have access to update the audit table. If people have access to update audit table, then audit table will not be an audit table. People will start going in and start messing around with the audit table. So when you create an audit table, everybody should have only select access on this. No update, no delete access on this, no insert access. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's create a trigger on this. So how do you create a trigger? Create or replace trigger. Okay, 1 second. I just want to see these column names here. Create or replace trigger, and then tr_emp_sal_audit, something like this. And then after update on salary, after update of salary on which table? On emp_3 3_3, right? That's the table, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
So anytime somebody updates the salary column in this table, I want that information to be logged into this table. Okay, I want that information to be logged into this table. Okay, anytime somebody updates this one, I want this to be logged into this. So after update of salary on this table, and then say for each row, and then say begin. I will not say dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. That will display on the screen here. Instead, I will say insert into audit table emp underscore insert into emp underscore audit values bracket open. What is the first column in our audit table? Emp ID, right? Right?
Yeah, you need to write insert.
Oh, sorry. Insert into values. And what is the first column? That is emp ID, right? So I will just type in old dot emp ID, comma. Then I have old salary, right? So what does old means? Before the update happened. What does new mean? After the update happened. So employee ID will never change for a person. Only salary is changing, right? Then old salary means I'm going to type in old dot salary. So this value will go into this column. This value will go into this column. Then I'm going to type in new. So once again, old means before the update. New means after the update. Clear? Is that clear?
If that is the case, then why are we writing old for employee ID?
Because you still have to write old. You can only write old or new. You cannot just write emp ID.
Okay, okay. That's the syntax.
That's the syntax. That's the syntax. So then I'm going to type in sysdate here and updated by user. Okay, this is the syntax you need to remember. And then end. And then this. Okay, this is my trigger. So I'm going to execute this trigger. Wait, cancel. What's that error message? It's asking if it's new or old. Enter binds. Okay, I guess you just type in sysdate and user. Okay, it says trigger got compiled. Okay, now let's try to update something into this table. So I have 1000, right? Let me do an update statement on this. Update emp underscore 3_3 set salary equals 800 where emp ID equals 1. So I'm going to execute this. What? A non-numeric character was found where a numeric character was expected. Salary audit. Error executing. What? Why? Okay. Old.empid, old.salary.
Do the description on the
Yeah.
audit table.
Yeah. Number, updated by. Oh, okay. I put the sequence wrong. Employee ID, salary, salary. This should come here and this should come here. Okay. User should come first and then time should come at the end. Okay, let me recompile this trigger. Okay. Now let me run this update statement. See, it says one row got updated. Do select star on the audit. See, it says employee ID 1, old salary was 1000, new salary is 800, updated by HR, last updated on 01 March 20. Is that clear? Is
Yeah.
that clear? Okay, let me execute
Yes.
this command first. So does somebody have the alter session command? No, I have it. It's okay. See, it says I'm currently logged in as HR, right? At work, you will be logged in as Atik or Abdul or Krishna. So it will say employee ID once, old salary was 1000, new salary is 800, updated by Abdul, last updated on this date. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the trigger. So the other one, we don't even use that. We only use it to explain it, the concept, but this is what we actually do at work. Anytime we update the employee table, a sensitive column in an employee table, it will get logged. Now, let me execute this one more time. Okay. Let me do a commit and let me change this person's salary from 800 to 700. Okay. Now when I do select, so when I do this, it will see that first this person was salary was 1000, then it became 800, now it became 700. Now when I do select star on the audit, I will see that this person again got lowered from 800 to 700, and that happened 2 minutes later, and it was updated by this person. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So please go through this trigger. So you have to create a table and insert some data, and then you have to create an audit table, and nobody will have access to update audit table. Okay. Once you enter data into this, that's it. It will be entered. You cannot. So then tomorrow the manager will come in and see, okay, they'll call this person and say, why did you update this person's salary twice? Is that clear? Anybody has any questions on triggers?
No.
Okay.
So were you able to find out how you display it as you are updating, or
No,
that's
I
something
was not
different?
able to. And we don't even use that at work. We want data to be stored into a table. We don't just want to display on the screen.
Right. It shouldn't give them a message, right? Whoever is updating.
No, it shouldn't just display on the screen. We would rather have it in a table like this.
Table. Okay.
Yeah, because if you display on the screen and if you close this session, it will be lost, right?
It's gone, right?
Yeah, so you would rather have it in a table where it's permanent, right?
Yeah. Abdul, can
So,
you send us the syntax?
yeah, sure. But you'll have to create your own tables, the audit table. Okay, I'll send you everything. Oh, hold on. I'll send you all of them.
And you always recompile when you just make change to the trigger,
Yes.
right? When
Yes.
do you recompile? Okay.
Yeah, you can just, so you can just, if you're adding one more column, just add, so now you want to do it for delete also. Okay. After update or delete. Okay. You can just type in something like this. I don't think you can do update or delete at the same time.
I think you can do update
After
or
update,
delete
comma,
or insert.
after update, comma, delete, I think.
I think it's a or operator.
No, I'm still getting an error message here. So suppose you're making some changes to this trigger, you can just execute, recompile it. You can just execute it again. It'll get recompiled. Wait, I think you can do update or delete at the same time. Um,
All the DML operation, you can do it.
yeah. No, search it and PLSQL. Yeah, we have it here. After insert, after update, before delete. Okay, before you, there is nothing called as after delete, it's before delete. Before delete, okay, so after update or before delete. Something like that. Just play around with that and you'll get it. Okay. Is that clear for, so you already have some existing triggers. Create or replace trigger, update job, after update. Okay, even this one is doing after update for each row. Begin add job history. Okay. So even this one is, okay, this is the one I just created. Anyways, so this is how triggers work, okay? Triggers are used to track changes on a sensitive column. It is used to track changes on sensitive columns. Okay. Any questions before I move on to the next one? Oh, wait, you want this one, right? I'll give you, so first you need to create a table. So amp underscore amp underscore 3 underscore. Yeah, this one. So let me give you the sequels for it. Let me first give you a sequel and get rid of. Okay, create table, table name, and then I'll insert one record into this, insert into this values 1 comma 2 comma 10. Okay, and then you will also do a commit, and then you will create an audit table as well, amp underscore audit, right? What was it called? Amp underscore audit. Yeah, should be somewhere here bottom. Double click on this. In this, data should be entered automatically. You should not enter any data in it manually in the audit table. Otherwise, if people start entering data manually into audit table, then it doesn't remain an audit table. People will enter whatever they want. So you will remove the update access, delete access.
On the top beside Abdul, put please 1000.
Okay. So create table. Okay. And now, and then you will create this trigger, and then you will write this update statement, update hr.emp underscore 3 underscore 3 set salary equals 800 where emp id equals 1. Need to do a commit. I don't know if I can send such a big message. Okay, so try this out.
Yeah, second table, no need to commit, Abdul.
What second table? No need to commit. Which one?
EMP audit.
We are not touching that table.
It's a create statement. Create is a DDL. Whenever you do a create, you do not do a commit.
Okay, yeah.
Shouldn't be asking that question. This is, we covered this, remember?
Yes.
DDL and DML. Whenever you do an update, you do a commit. Whenever you do an insert, you do a commit. Whenever you do a create, you don't do any commits. Whenever you do a create, you don't do any commits. Whenever you do a create, you don't commit. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, try this out. I'll give you 5 minutes. Yeah, it went through actually. Okay, just try this out. You'll see how the data is getting inserted into the audit table. Try it out. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Abdul, can you send the syntax for the changing the time?
Changing the time. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's logging as just
yeah. It
date.
doesn't give you a lot of details. Yeah.
Right.
So even I don't like that syntax. So yeah, save this somewhere.
Thank you.
Try it out. Let me know if it's
I have it already but without the time.
without the time or with just okay. You're getting it, but without the timestamp.
Yeah, because I don't have that set.
Oh, okay.
Let's say if I were to change 700. Okay, yeah, now it shows the time also.
Clear? I'll give you another couple of minutes. Just try to.
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Irfan? Irfan, is it done? Krishna, is it done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so let's move on. So the last topic I want to cover is SQL loader. Okay. So at work, you will be given a text file. Okay, and they will ask you to load it into a table. Okay, they'll give you a text file and they'll ask you to load it into a table. So suppose the syntax of the text file is going to be like this. Okay, at work they will give you data like this. Okay, and they will ask you to insert this data into a table. Okay, they'll ask you to insert data into a table. So this is employee ID, name, salary, and then zip code. So this is salary and this is zip code. Clear? Okay, let me make it 8,000. 8,000. At work, you will be given a text file and they'll ask you to load data into a table. You can do it. Can everybody go on mute? I hear some background sounds. Okay, I muted everyone. If you have any questions, please unmute yourself. Okay, once again, let me start again. At work, you will be given a file like this. You will be given a file like this and they'll ask you to load data into a table. It will have millions of rows. It will have millions of rows. Okay, so how will you do it? They'll ask you, can you insert data? They'll ask you what is the best way to load data from a flat file to a table. This is called as a flat file, a text file or a flat file. They'll ask you, they'll give you a flat file and they'll say, can you load this flat file into a table? 99% of the people will say, I will use Power Center to extract data from this flat file and load it to a table. Okay, but no, that is not the right, that works. Okay, but that's not the best answer. The right answer is you have to use SQL Loader. Why? Why do you want to extract data from a flat file, pull it into Power Center, and Power Center will read all of this data and load it to a table, right? Why do you want to do all that? So you have a flat file. Why do you want to bring in Power Center in between and then load it to a table? Can you not load data directly from flat file without involving Power Center? Yes, you can. So 99% of the people will say this answer. Only 1% will say this one. Is that clear? You have a flat file with data in it. Okay, with data in it. They'll ask you to load data into a table. A lot of people will say use Power Center because it's easy. In Power Center, you don't have to write any code. It's very easy to load data from flat file to a table using Power Center. But the right answer is, why do you want to unnecessarily bring in Power Center? It will read all of these. In Power Center, you will have to bring in all these, and then it will have to pass through Power Center and then get loaded here. You have to do extract, transform, and load. ETL, right? Power Center is ETL too. So you don't need to do that. You can extract data from the flat file and load it directly into the table without using Power Center. And this is much, much faster. This is much faster than doing this because you have to pass the data through to another tool, right? Is that clear? So Oracle provides you a utility called as SQL Loader, a SQL Loader. Okay, Oracle provides you a utility called SQL Loader. This is mainly used to extract data from a flat file and load it to a table. Okay, we are going to learn about this SQL Loader. Now, I have this flat file. I want to load data into a table, okay? Or you can have any kind of data. Employee ID, name, department ID. I can also have department ID. For now, we'll just keep it this data. Let me load data. Let me create a structure of the table. Okay, so I will say create table emp underscore, I will call this as SQL Loader. And then the columns, I will give it as emp ID, number, emp name, varchar 215. This will be salary. The last column will be zip code. Varchar spelling. Here, let me create this table. Okay, this table is empty. Select star from emp underscore SQL Loader, it's empty. Right, this table is empty. Now my requirement here is to extract this flat file and load it into this table. Okay, so this is how you would do it. You will be given this flat file at work. So you will have to write this control file. Okay, you will have to, can everybody go on mute, please? I still hear disturbance. Does anybody have a question? If you don't have a question, please don't unmute yourself. If you have a question, please unmute yourself. Okay. So this is how you will have to write this piece of code. Very simple. First line, load data. Second line, in file. That means where is this file present? This file is present at this location and this is the name of the file. Okay. Third line, load data into which table? Okay, let me change the table name here. I want to load data into this table, right? I want to load data into this table. Okay. And what are my column names? My column names are emp ID, emp name, salary, and zip code. right? Does anybody have any questions about this control file? Does anyone have any questions about this control file?
Would it be matter your zip code? It's underscore or no?
Oh no, you're right. Sorry. It has to match. You're right. It has to be exactly the same syntax. Okay. Clear? This is the syntax for control file. Okay. First line, load data. Second line, you have to mention where the file is present. Where is this file present? It is present in it's present in this location. Okay. It's present in this location. And what's the name of the file? Name of the file is sample underscore data.txt because it's a text file. Okay. And then we are saying load data into this table. And then fields terminated by, because this is a comma separated file, right? Oh, sorry, not this one. This is a comma separated file, right? So you have to say the fields are separated by this. Okay, I'll send you all of this code in a minute. That's it. Okay, so save this. Now, the second thing you need to do is you have to open this command task. Okay, and type in SQL loader and see if it works. Yes, SQL loader works. Okay. Now, the next thing, now what you need to do is extract the data from the flat file and load it to the table. Okay, this is how you do it. So you type in SQL loader HR and type in the user ID and then the password. Wait, hold on, let me redo this. So open this and get rid of my password is incorrect here. Okay. Okay, you will type in SQL loader user IDs / password. You will tell where is the control file present. The control file is present at, what is the control file? The control file is the line where you mentioned pick up the file, load it into this table, separated by, see, you have a control file and then you have a data file. Okay, you have to mention the location of your control file. Then you can say the output of this operation, write it to a log file. Is this clear to everyone? You have to write SQL loader user ID / password, mention the path and the name for the control file. This one is optional. You don't have to do this, but you can say log files should be created. Log file means whenever you run that, when you are extracting and loading data to the flat file, it will give you what it's doing, how it is doing, how many records got rejected, how many records got successfully loaded. This is optional. You don't need to do this, but it's good to have this because if your operation fails, you will know what happened. Is that clear? I want a confirmation. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to copy this and I will execute here and hit enter. Okay. It completed successfully. Okay. Now first thing I'll do is I'll go and check. First thing I'll do is I'll go and check data into this table. Why did it not load? SQL loader C users desktop. Oh wait, my control file is not on desktop. My control file is here. My control file is here. Okay, let me execute this. See, it failed. So let me execute this now. Why does it say it failed? Let me do select store on this table. Okay. field for file. C users, desktop SQL loader, endpoint SQL loader, desktop. Oh, wait. This is incorrect. I don't have a folder called SQL loader, right? So, okay, let me create a folder called SQL loader on my desktop. Okay, now it will work. Okay, then desktop SQL loader. Yes, 1 second. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, SQL loader, HR, and my control file is emp_ctrl_file and log equals to C users desktop emp.log. Let me try again. Let's troubleshoot this. Okay. So let me first make sure SQL loader is working. Okay, SQL loader is working. SQL loader, and then I will type in HR. See, it's working. Okay. Now, where is my control file present? My control file is present, and then I also need to give the name. I also give the name .ctl /.ctl. Okay. Now, when I do select star on this table, I will see that the data got loaded. Is that clear? And then I will also see on my desktop, I should also see a log. Nothing got generated here. Oh, I did not mention
You did not mention it.
I did not mention the log file name. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again.
You can truncate the table.
I will truncate that. Truncate table. Okay, once again, this operation is only useful if you have large amounts of data and you want to load it without transforming it. You don't want to make any changes to the data. Whatever data you get, you want to load it as it is. Only then this will be useful. If you want to transform the data, you will have to use Power Center. Okay. The first thing you need to do is open your command prompt. Okay. The first thing you need to, no, let me take a step back. Okay. At work, let me close all of these files. Okay. At work, you will be given this. Where is my folder? Yeah, not this.
Abdul, you could also load data by importing, right?
Yeah, you can do data by importing also.
But this way is faster.
This one is faster.
Okay.
Right, because if you are trying to import data, it will crash if it has large amounts of data. Oh, where did my folder go? Batch 8. Oh, here. Okay. At work, you will be given this file. You will be asked to load data into this table. Okay, you will be asked to load data into this table. They'll ask you what's the best option. You should say SQL loader. Okay, most of the times after that, they will not go into the details, but they'll ask you, how do you use a SQL loader? So you'll have to say, first you have to create a control file. In the control file, you will have to say load data, and then where the file is present. Where is your data file present? This data file is present in this location. And you're saying load data into this table, fields terminated by semicolon, because that's how the data is here. If you have data is separated by pipe, in the control file, you have to say pipe. If data is separated by space, you will have to say space. Okay, whatever separator you have, that's a separator you need to mention in the control file. Okay, you created a control file. Okay, then you will have to open your command task. Okay, make sure your SQL loader is working. Okay, your SQL loader is working. Make sure your password is working. Okay. Okay, that is also working. Okay, now let me exit out. Okay, now let me enter the, so you can either enter one line at a time there, or you can just execute all of this in one shot. So SQL loader, HR, C users, K Abdul desktop. This is where my control file is present, right? Right, this is where my control file is present. And I'm saying the log files should be created in, let me just create it on the desktop, see what happens. Why does it give me this message? LFIOPN failed for file. Okay, let me just run the first part. Let me just run this. Okay, so data got loaded. So if you go do a select star on this, you will see that data got inserted. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, you can do the opposite as well. Okay, you can do the opposite as well. Suppose you have a table with millions of records of data. Okay, I showed you how to export it, right? Right click and say export, and you can either do that, but it will crash because it has a lot of data. So you can use SQL loader to import as well as export data. So right now we imported data from a flat file into a table. You can use SQL loader to export data from a flat file to a table as well. Okay, let me give you the link.
A certain file, as you may recall in SQL Plus school says.
Yeah, you can follow this video. Okay, but try this out. This is very useful when a lot of people say at work you'll be asked, can you export this data? And when you try to use this export option, it will keep failing. So in that case, you have no other options but to use SQL loader. Clear? Okay, let's quickly go through the assignment questions. Not assignment questions. Let's quickly go through SQL interview questions. Your SQL interview questions will come from this one only. Different joins in SQL covered yesterday as well as before. Where and having, where is used to filter out data, and having is used to filter out data on a column on which you're performing aggregate, like max of salary greater than. So if you want to filter out data on max of salary, you will have to use having. Where is used to just filter out data. We covered this in detail. How do you find duplicates in a table? Select column name, count star from table, group by column name having count star greater than 1. Covered this in detail. How do you delete duplicates in a table? Who can answer this? How do you delete duplicates in a table? I'm just looking for one specific word. Nazrul? I covered this. Remember row ID?
Yeah. That's for Oracle though only.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, right? This is SQL only.
Yeah, you could do row ID and then
It's like 5 or 6 different ways. I showed you one. You
right.
can say delete from table with row ID not in. Select
Not in, and
row
then
ID
select max row, min
and
row ID.
Max or min, I don't care.
Yeah.
Delete from table with row ID not in. Select min of row ID from the table, group by emp ID, and that's it. So it will delete everything except the minimum for each row. Minimum for each row. So the ones in, so we did maximum, right? So sorry, this is minimum. So it will delete everything except the minimum. If you say maximum, it will delete everything except the ones in green. So it's the same thing. Okay, so you use row ID. Different types of constraints. We use we know 6 constraints, right? Primary key, not null, unique. I covered this in detail twice. Because some of you had questions the next day. So all these 6 constraints, right?
Right.
And trigger what is performance tuning? So I covered this, right? So if somebody gives you a query and they ask you if this query is optimized, you have to highlight the query, get the explain plan.
Index.
Doing a full table scan, you have to create what?
Indexes.
Very good. You have to create indexes. And what kind of indexes can you create?
You can do a bit mapping.
Bitmap and B-tree.
Bit tree, yeah.
If a column has too many duplicates, like a gender column, you will create which one on it? If a column has too many duplicates or high duplicates or low cardinality, what kind of index will you create? Zia, Irfan, I want answers from you.
You
Nazrul?
do for that one, I think
No
I shouldn't
thinking,
say.
no
I think
thinking,
it's
no maybe, no thinking. If you have too many duplicates on the column, you use bitmap. If you
bitmap.
have
Okay.
very few, like on a primary key column, you will use B-tree. Okay, what is a trigger and why is it used? I just covered that. If you want to track changes on a sensitive column, to make sure that manual updates or inserts are not done on a table, you will create trigger, and then you will create an audit table. Anytime a sensitive column is updated, that information gets logged into the audit table. Difference between row ID and row num, who can say that? In one, I just need one answer, a one line answer for row ID. What is row ID? Can someone tell me what is row ID?
Row ID is a physical address for a particular a row.
Very good.
And the row number is basically generates dynamically for rows.
Very good. Difference between rank and dense rank, I just covered. I don't want to go through this. Different analytical functions, you have to say rank, dense rank, nth value, first value, last value, right? All those are analytical functions. What is an index? What are the different types of indexes? So I just covered this bitmap. And what is an index? Index is a database object which is used for fast retrieval of data. Okay, it will make your select statements run fast. What are the different types of indexes? Bitmap, B-tree. Column has too many duplicates or low cardinality. Like
we use the bitmap.
And otherwise you'll use B-tree. Bitmap, B-tree is the default. For bitmap, you have to specify the word bitmap. What is the difference between DDL and DML? I really don't even want to go to this. Is a basic question which we covered many times. DDL is data definition language, used to do something with the structure. If it is used to alter the structure of the table, like what? Can somebody give me an example of DDL?
Create, alter, drop, truncate.
Yeah, and you don't need a commit for this.
You don't need commit, right?
DML, examples for DML?
Insert, update, and delete. And you need commit for it.
Very good. Okay. What are the view and what is a view and what are the advantages? I covered this yesterday. I covered this before as well. Difference between view and materialized view, I covered this yesterday as well as before. Delete and truncate, which one is faster?
Truncate.
Okay. Can a column with unique constants have nulls? Covered this many times.
Yes.
Why?
Because no nulls are same.
No two nulls have the same value. Very good. Difference between union and union all. This is an important question for SQL as well as for Power Center. Okay. What is the difference between union and union all? Zia, Irfan need answers. Only Nazrul is giving answers. Go ahead. Union and union all. What is the difference?
For union and union all, they both, you have to have same number of columns and same data type. Whereas union
And the
all
same sequence also.
in the same sequence, okay.
Mhm.
And union all will give you
I'm
all the
asking for
records.
difference. I'm asking for difference. There is only one single difference. There is only one difference between union and union all.
Union, it sort the data and it removes a duplicate.
Yeah, that's the answer I'm looking for. Union will remove duplicates and union all will show duplicates. Okay, what is NVL?
NVL is,
When do we use it?
well, we use when to change any null value to a number.
No, don't say
Or
that.
no.
Yeah, that is like correct, but don't say it like that. You say NVL is used to handle null values. If you have a
Okay.
null value and you don't want to display null, if you don't want to display null in a table, in a column, then you use NVL. Okay, for example, you have select employee underscore ID and then commission
Percentage.
underscore percent from HR.employees. Okay, that was just an example I gave, but yeah, it's, you can say that
NVL is to handle the null values.
it's used to just handle null values. That's the right answer.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, people, if they do not remember, see, I see nulls here, right? And for some employees, I don't see nulls. Okay, so I will say where employee underscore ID in 101 comma 170. Okay, so I can say NVL. I don't like to display null here, so I will say commission underscore percent. Oh. Now it's displayed with 0 or 1 or 2, whatever I want. So if it's a null value, it will display 0. If it's 0. If it's a not null value, it will continue to display whatever that value is. How can you write NVL without using NVL? I showed you this. There is another way of doing this. There are two different ways of doing this.
You could use a case
Or decode. Very good.
or decode.
I even showed that. What did I close? Okay. Difference between decode and case. What's the difference between decode and case? Can someone answer?
Decode, usually you use for the equal operator.
Very good.
And a case you can use equal as well as the non-equal operator, like
Equal,
greater than,
unical,
less than,
and range.
and range.
You cannot
Okay.
say between 10,000 and 5,000. Remember, we used like a workaround. We divided by 5 and we did a trunk and then, right?
Yeah.
What is sequence generator in Oracle? It is a database object which will insert values in sequence, right? So the next follow-up question will be, I created a sequence. I inserted 5 values into that table. Then I use this sequence in another table. Will it show 1 or will it show 5?
If you did 5 already, then it will show 6 for the next one.
It loaded 4. So will it show 1 or 5?
It will show 5.
Very good. That's the right answer. It will not start with 1. How do you change the structure of the table?
Use the alter statement.
Very good. That's alter statement, alter table, table name. What is the difference between ltrim and lpad?
Ltrim removes the space
Not
from the left.
spaces, right? It can also remove matching values.
Yeah, okay. Spaces or any characters.
Matching.
And matching pattern, right?
And
lpad, it adds. Yeah, adds spaces.
It adds spaces or characters.
Or characters.
But there is something else which happens here.
lpad gives particular. What is that? It's exact the number of character.
Yeah, if you say lpad and give some character and says give a value, it will make sure that the number of characters is equal to that value only.
Right.
Right. for example, if you have Abdul and you say add star to the left side, right? If you say lpad, we covered this yesterday. If you say lpad Abdul and then you say add, make it 7. So what will happen? What is the output I will see?
It will see total of 7 characters.
Yeah, what is the output I will see?
You will see, okay, Abdul is 5. Okay. Star Abdul.
Very good. This is what I will see. But can you tell me what will happen if I say this?
You will have star ABD.
No.
AB.
I will have ABD. I will have BDUL. Oh no, wait.
No, it's L.
I will have ABDU only. It will
Will
only.
it not?
It will only show 4 characters in total.
It will not add star AB?
No. After that, whatever is left, it will add stars. That's what we did yesterday, right? Select lpad.
It could do it at dual table.
Select lpad first underscore name, comma star. Sorry, single quote star. And then make it 7 from HR.employees. Right? And then I'll put first underscore name here as well, just for reference. First underscore.
The name.
No, it says invalid number. So I think you need to put lpad star. No, 7 comes first and then star, right?
Yeah. That's the syntax, correct.
Okay. So see, person who has more than 7 characters, person who has less than 7 characters. So if you put 7, it will make sure you'll have 7 characters and 3 on the left. Okay. But if you have a character, if you have a string which is more than 7 characters, it will chop off the data. It will truncate the data. So it will only show you all the way till here only. Clear?
Okay.
Here, you're still confused.
So way it works, first it goes to the actual value and then give you, if it can give you extra,
Yes.
then it will provide the asterisk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will just chop off and make sure that it has only 4. If you have 7 here, then it will first make sure that it has more than 7. So it has 5, then 2 left over, right? It will make sure that the total characters will be 7.
It will give you the original value plus the
Plus,
extra spaces.
but if the original value is less than this value, it will chop off and make sure that it's equal to this value.
Okay, got it.
What is dual in Oracle? Dual is a dummy table provided by Oracle to perform mathematical operations like multiply 2 tables, divide, add, to get the time, all of that. Partitions in table. Okay, I will cover this later when I cover in-string and substring. Okay, we covered this, and we can use in-string in a substring. Right. Okay, anybody has any questions here? I already emailed this assignment question, the interview questions to everyone. And okay.
Abdul, can you do touch base on procedures next time we meet?
Yeah, I'm not going to go too much.
No, just basic.
Well, yeah. So next class, I want to start Power Center, and I will show you the stored procedure towards.
And at the Power Center, I think they have it, right? Stored procedures.
Power Center also we have stored procedure transformation. Okay. So for now, this should be good. Okay. Next thing, I'm going to start Power Center in on Tuesday's class. I want everybody to download and install Power Center. Okay, this will take a couple of hours. Okay, this will take about a few hours, and not couple of hours. It will take maybe some time. So